Weber's Triangles and Agglomeration / Deglomeration by Samuel M., Johnny S., Nicole E., and Josephine S. AP Human Geography, 4th period. The general ideas. Weber's model determines the location of a production point based on the weight of the raw materials in the finished product. He wanted to minimize transportation costs. Agglomeration is the clustering of industries. According to Weber, these industries can help each other to cut costs. Deglomeration occurs when industries move away from each other. An example of Weber's triangles and agglomeration / deglomeration in action is in restaurants. Restaurants that are clustered / agglomerate together get foods from the same suppliers, who use the triangles to determine production point. When all the restaurants move away, the suppliers will too. The least cost theory is when the production point is equidistant from each point. Weber believed that this was the best possible scenario. This is because the transportation cost is the same to and from each point. Two examples of the least cost theory are canned fruit or canned fish. This is because the weight of the product remains the same through the entire process. Weight gaining industry is where the finished product weighs more than the raw materials used. This results in the production point being closest to the market to minimize transportation costs. Two examples of the weight gaining industry are ice cream and frozen foods. This is because the final product weighs more than the beginning raw materials. Weight reducing industry is where the raw materials weigh more than the finished product. This results in the production point being closer to the raw materials to minimize transportation costs. Two examples of the weight reducing industry are potato chips and dried fruit. This is because the raw materials used weigh more than the final product. Brick bunny industry is where one raw material is heavier than the other raw material. This results in the industrial production point being closer to the heavier raw material. One example of the brick bunny industry is a carrot cake. This is because one raw material weighs more than the other raw material. Agglomeration. Agglomeration is the grouping together of many firms from the same industry in a single area for collective or cooperative use of sharing of resources. Clothing stores share resources when clustered together. Deglomeration. Deglomeration is the deconcentration of an area due to an increase in population or an increase in competition. Smaller stores may leave if a bigger company comes in to take all the profit. Essential questions. What are the 4 types of Weber's triangles? Least cost theory, weight gaining, weight reducing, and brick bunny. How do the triangles help determine where the production point is placed? The triangles show where the market and raw materials are, and based on the weight of the raw materials and finished product, places the production point where it should be to minimize transportation costs. What causes agglomeration and what causes deglomeration? Agglomeration occurs when businesses cluster to reduce costs or to bring in more business to their stores. Deglomeration occurs when businesses move away because other businesses have moved or to move where there are more customers to sell to. Importance. This topic is important because industries use Weber's triangles in today's world, and agglomeration / deglomeration occurs frequently. Bibliography. We use notes from our class to research these topics. Thank you for watching.